Hi, I'm Debbie and welcome to my channel Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading from October 16th through the 30th, the longer readings for my Cancers. Hello my Cancers. So yesterday I had a beautiful reading for you. It was about laying your burdens down and it was great. I loved it and the sound was all weird, okay? Some people said it sounded like ducks flapping. Okay, or birds flapping. Hey, maybe angel wings. I don't know. So anyway, since this is the longer reading, and now I'm redoing this for you, I use 3 decks of cards. My Dorian Virtue Angel Tarot cards. I'm using my John Hollingsworth Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards, and my Osho Zen Tarot cards. So I have prayed, meditated, and infused them with Reiki energy, and this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. So like I was saying, this is, I've had to read to a few, but I have found that with some of the ones with the ones I have done so far, that actually the message has come out the same, very, very similar, but a little bit crisper. So I think the same will be for you, my Cancers. Let's see what we have going on. Now, we did talk about the full moon in March, supermoon Libra. And then we have the full moon in April, not a supermoon, but Libra again, that this has been a time of great energy. This has been a time of, some people say that this is an energy portal going on. Some say it's even a portal to another dimension. I don't know. Could be. There's a lot of things that we don't know in this world. So we'll see what happens. But the thing about that Libra moon, and this is one of the kind of warnings I gave, was that Libra moon tries to, and especially as we get closer to this other one, tries to make things balanced and equal and even, because that's what the energy it likes. But however, not everything just falls into place calmly and sweetly. Oh yes, let me become balanced. No. Actually, what happens is it shows the things that are not balanced in our lives, also in other people's lives, also in the world. So let's go on with this. The other thing to note about this full moon is this will be in direct opposition of Uranus. And what will happen, what that means is that this is, where Libra wants things nice, balanced, all things in their place, all in order. Uranus says, oh, heck no. So there is this, it's not more a give and take, it's more of a collision. And what happens is this is going to be a day, 3 days before, 3 days after, where this is going to be about risk, about taking chances. And it's not necessarily lucky or unlucky risk or chances. It's just, it's also making change for change's sake. So my example, you have long hair, you go in, you're going to get a haircut, you wind up, oh yeah, why don't we just cut it all off and do a bob? So you come out like this, you think you look adorable. On the 25th, and this is male or female, 25th comes, why did I cut my hair again? Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do with it. It's, Now the other thing too is, you've got short hair and you go and you wind up then necessarily like you get it shaved, okay? That's the type of risk. Now maybe you'll be happy with the results of it, but maybe you won't. It's not lucky. It's not unlucky. It's just darn uncomfortable. Okay, so your 3 cards are reversed. So some readers read these as, opposite meanings. Some say that there's no difference in the reversed card. I say, hey, pay attention to me. This is a special meaning for you. And I do believe, now, when I give a message, and it's out there, it's gone from my consciousness pretty much. But since my message for the last message for Cancers was not necessarily delivered, I do believe that your cards were 3 reversed also on that last reading. So whatever this message is, it's going to be very powerful, impacting towards you. So let's see what this says. They are all face down. We have the 5 of air. And air, of course, are Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini, energy. It's the Wi-Fi. It's our thoughts. 5 is about change, okay? 5 is about change. So this could be the change of thoughts, change in our way of thinking. This is an unwise choice. Learn what you can from the situation. Review everyone's motives. Now, is this saying that you're going to make some choices that aren't necessarily the best choices for you? It could be you have been under such major stress that, you may decide to be, especially with that 16th through the 23rd, you may just respond just to respond. Maybe it's going to be that thing where you need to just throw it all up, okay? The thing is, what is the thing? Marry in haste, repent in leisure type of thing. Be careful with your emotions during that time period. Be careful with what you say, because all of that good, all of that good that you have been working towards, remember, you have had all that angelic help. You have been coming to this point. This, it's not going to be undone. It won't be undone because you do something silly. No, and maybe for that moment it actually feels good. It might feel really good. But again, it's that thing about, repent and leisure. And then what happens is then you start thinking about, oh, why did I do that? Why did I say that? What was I even thinking of? But I do think it's only for that little period of time, and that's with this moon energy. And this is, remember, you are a water sign, and, the moon affects the tides. The moon affects water very, very, so you be very aware of it. And because you're very aware of it, you can then have a better handle on it. So this might be a really good time for you to step back and just kind of, if you are in the midst of something, again, remember, that thing is change for change's sake itself. It doesn't necessarily mean it's positive or negative. It's just, I feel like, that you have been under this pressure cooker and now it's like you want to release the steam. Be careful. Just be careful. Be wise in how you do it. I feel like there's more emotion in this than it is necessarily what your guts, it's just, because yeah, my Cancers, you've been under a lot of stress. Okay, let's see what your next card says, and this is again reversed. We have the Nine of Water. Now, water is your sign, your energy. Water is your emotions. And this is the most lovely of these cards. Well, not the most, but this is a lovely, 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 lovely card, because it is saying your wish comes true, concerns fade away, a love of life. So who knows? Who knows? I'm not saying to do this. Who knows? Maybe when you regurgitate all of that, I don't know if it's anger, if it's frustration. I don't know what it is per se. And again, my Cancers, I'm on your side with this. Maybe once that happens, maybe you feel like you've been hurt. I don't know. So I just warn you about that. But the Nine of Water is saying, hey, your sign, your wish comes true. Things are going to start moving. We have been getting better. We have been getting a lot better, okay? Compared to where we were back in, in October, November of last year, 2018, things are getting back into, well, I shouldn't say back, because I really don't feel like you're going back. I really feel you're going forward. Things are improving. And I just feel like, oh my gosh, it's like you realize something about yourself. You realize, that thing about laying down your burdens from that other, this is kind of that, it's like, hey, you know what? It's letting that go. It's letting that go, but you are moving forward. I love this. Concerns fade away, a love of life. This, my Cancers, you are a very caring sign, a caring group of people. You give, and if you, especially when it concerns your family, you will do anything for your family. If it's for their betterment, you will do anything. You will protect your family. You are like, like the Leo lioness in that, okay? The lioness might go attack, but you know what? Do not underestimate my Cancer, okay? Whether you're male or female, never underestimate a Cancer. Okay, so this is great. This is lovely, lovely times. Now, your next card is reversed also, and this one is the Chariot, Archangel Metatron, Archangel energy. You have been carrying that through since when? I think, hasn't it been like January, February, that you've been, pretty much all of your readings have had an archangel in it saying, hey, I got you, Now, you have felt very much like, like every step, you have felt every step you've taken into that future, because it's like, I feel like you have felt like you've had concrete on each foot, and it's like, okay, we're going forward, bump, and we go on forward. And now it's like you take that step, and all of a sudden the concrete is falling off of that foot, and you're like, oh wow, I can now move this. And then you go, well, let's see what happens with the next one. And so you're like, okay, and then you take that step, and all of a sudden it breaks again. It's like you are released to start running into your future. So this is an important achievement: self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. This is, again, the Chariot. This is moving forward. This is things are going to start to move to your, not start, because they have been. Things are going to advance and continue to move forward for your benefit, for your, it's like all of a sudden you will be realizing that all this work you've been putting into something is actually coming to fruition. Okay, I don't want to even say paying off, because that's not it. It's fruition. It's like all these seeds you've been planting, all the struggles you've been having, it's now starting to you're starting to see the harvest of this. Okay, so these are great cards. I love this especially for you. Yes, I do feel that this is very similar to the reading. I remember, I'm an intuitive channeler. I get these messages, and it's like, once I deliver it, I don't remember them, but this is very similar to the message that I gave yesterday, but I think we're coming out with a little bit more fine details. Okay, so let's go on and shuffle and see what other information, what other things do our Cancers need to know. You didn't pop. Okay, let's see what other things. Well, come on. Okay, we're going to cut the deck. And 1, 2, and 3 there, all face down. Put this over there, and let's see what our first card says. Our first card is moving on. Oh my gosh. So this is, again, we have that Chariot. It's movement. We have your wishes are coming true. Concerns are fading away, a love of life, and now you're going from that dark shadow into that bright light, okay? You're moving on, there's leaves, there's light, you're just feeling it's time to take those steps, and, it's like you're leaving that concrete that's been holding you back. Oh, you're leaving that. That's gone. Okay, let's see what the next card says. And I love this woman. I love this card. I love this card. This is the Fool in traditional tarot. This is new beginnings coming for you. This was on the 9 of Water, the wish card. This is, your wish comes true, new beginnings. And remember, if we've not seen this one, my Cancers, I love this. This is for male or female. I love this woman. This woman has this look of determination, and resolve, but yet peace in her face. She doesn't necessarily, she's not dressed in high fashion. She doesn't have a cloak. She's wearing little sandals on her feet as she goes for her walk. She has a spear that maybe could poke somebody, but she doesn't have, women do not have that upper body strength. So it's like, what's going to happen with that? But she has her purse, and she, and I always say with this woman, I always say, and I know, and she needs a good bra. Okay. So she is not by definition what we would say, what we think is, she does not have what is needed, or what she does not look like she has prepared, okay? But yet she is going forth. She is saying, I'm not waiting to get my cloak. I'm not waiting to get my boots, my good walking shoes. I'm not waiting to get something that can protect me better. I am moving on with what I have, and this is what I have, and I am starting my new beginning. And look at, she is on top of the world. She is leaving a fortress to move on into the world, okay? And this is for you, my Cancers. This is very much, again, I love this woman. I love this energy. I love this card. To me, if I could find a poster, that would be back here, okay? I love this because it's just so much, it's an open book of possibilities for you. So this last card, let's see what this one says. Okay, here we go, reversed. And this one is our third eye chakra. This is again, this is on top of our archangel energy. This is, third eye is here. This is, this is known for our intuition. This is known for our knowing things before, knowing things that we may not necessarily have reason to know, trusting things that we may not necessarily have reason in the natural to trust. This is us going forth using our, our intuition, our connection with the divine, spirit guides, guardian angels, higher power, whoever that is. This is us connecting and saying, I am going to move on and I'm just going to trust. And you know what? I don't need the navigation. I don't need the navigation on my car. I'm going to be moving on and I am letting this download and moving on the way I'm supposed to. Okay? I love this. I love this. I love this. I do feel for you that this is going to be that cracking of the concrete, that's been on your feet. You've been dragging that. You've been so strong, my Cancers, and you've been dragging it. And now it's like you're shaking that dust. You're shaking that concrete off and you're moving on. I love that. And I do think this will go down into May, June, and July, and into the summer. It's like you are going to be a force to be reckoned with. Okay, I like this. I like this for my Cancers. Now, let's go on. Final words of advice from our Osha Zen Tarot. Okay, advice for our Cancers. This is wonderful reading. Okay. Okay. I don't know which ones came. Okay, you know what? We have a bunch that fell out, but we're going to use them all, but these will be just very quick words of advice, even though there's 7. There's 7 cards. So the first one actually is reversed and it is face up. So this one is beyond an illusion. Okay. This is you. This is again, I'm feeling like that third eye and it's like you're cutting the, you're cutting the crud. It's like you're seeing beyond the crud of things now. You're not necessarily seeing things in the romantic eye. And I don't mean that as just as an interpersonal romance. Many times over, you can see things, you can think, oh, I want a large family and it sounds so wonderful. Or I want to be in a job that makes X amount of dollars and it sounds so wonderful. And then you find out, and maybe it is wonderful. And I'm not saying it, but then you find out that what it's all about isn't necessarily as wonderful as you thought it was. It's like you were captured by an illusion. You were captured by what your thoughts were or what was presented or what was sold to you. And I feel like you were sold. This is telling you that what the bill of goods that you were sold, you're now seeing it for what it is. Okay? So that was an important card for you. So that's an important advice card. So we're just going to go down this and see what else we have. Exhaustion. Yes. Yes. All of this you are still tired. You still need to rest. You still need to take care of yourself. Yes. You're still going to have to play catch up with the stress and the anxiety. It's not like, as things move on and they get better for you, it's not like the things that have been happening to you are just totally, totally gone. There is like an after effect of that. And so, yes, this card is advising you, please rest. Please take care of yourself. Okay. This card now. Okay, let's see what this is. It's reversed. This one is clinging to the past. Now, it's funny, I do think you got these 2 cards in that last reading. I could be wrong because I can't understand what it says, but this is, again, one of the things that my Cancers do tend to do. We all do it, but you do tend to, maybe if I hadn't started whatever I started, maybe if I didn't go down this road, maybe, remembering back to a time, okay, it changed. This is what it's saying. You were in many ways sold a bill of goods and it was not real stuff. Okay. So this is just warning you. This is just advising you. You can look back at the past and you can analyze it. You will eventually find moments that you can appreciate of the past. But it's warning you to stop clinging to that past. Okay? So now let's see what else we have. Okay, this one, integration. And this is very important. This is about, I gotta move these cards out so I have places for them. This is about pulling all the pieces back. This is about you reclaiming the pieces you've given away. You know, some of my signs have heard me talk about this. This is like, oh, I gave him a piece of my mind. I gave her a piece of my heart. Oh, you know, I gave. This is you pulling that back. This is also you becoming more integrated, that your past, you know, you can see what it is. You know, you can see, you're seeing beyond the illusion. You're not necessarily, you know, you're not necessarily clinging to your past. You're appreciating your past. You're owning your past. Now you're also, this is on your new beginnings. You're also owning your present. You're also owning your future. It's like this is total empowerment for you as we go forward. Okay? Okay, 3 more cards. So let's see what we have here. Here we have courage. Continue that. Courage. See this little flower is growing amongst the stones? Courage. Have faith. Faith. This should also be called faith. This is faith and courage. Okay? Continue. Continue with that. You are not alone in your struggle. You may feel alone, but you are not alone. Okay? Okay. Next card is, aloneness. I did not see this card. You are not alone. Okay? You need to hold on to that. You need to know that. You need to grasp it. You need to own that. You are not alone. Even if you do not have other physical, natural beings around you, you are not alone. Continue to reach out, reach up, go out in that full moon, speak it out to the universe, your higher power, divine, spirit guides, angels, whoever that is. You are not alone. You aren't. And you have had all this archangel energy watching over you and fighting for you. Know that. I do feel that you're going to have some of those moments, especially around that full moon, 16th through the I keep saying that it should be the 22nd, but the 23rd I feel is going to still be some of that emotional time. You have to know it, and you have to say, I am not alone. I know that, okay? Now, your last card is silence. See? This is almost, I'm looking to see, do we have anything that's similar? This is almost that thing about, and this is on top of your third eye chakra, and the Chariot. This is basically saying, okay, taking those moments, doing some deep breathing. Deep breathing, I think, would really, really benefit you, my Cancers, really a lot. So it's basically in through your nose, bring it down to your belly, let your belly expand, hold it for a couple of seconds, and then out slowly through your mouth. Okay, so and this should be done slowly. So if you want, you can do it, 5 seconds in, hold it 5 seconds in your belly. It doesn't really go to your belly, but let your belly get expanded. And then slowly 5 seconds out. And then wait 5 seconds and just keep doing that. That actually has a lot of health benefits to it. It has a lot of, this is a good way to help you with meditation. But this is also this is silence. This is being calm. This is calming your thoughts. This is connecting again with your divine, your higher power, guardian angel, spirit guides. This is all of the above. Notice that this is a full moon. This is the, looking out at the universe. This is knowing that you are not by yourself. This is that connection. And this is, these are cards that I had 7 cards here, and it's like, you needed to hear these. Okay? Okay. So I think that, this is very, very similar to the message that I gave you yesterday that you weren't able to read or to hear. And it is about laying your burdens down, but it's also about breaking free and throwing off chains and connecting and going forward and not being so scared. Okay? Okay. So my Cancers, as always, please, please own it. Know that you are loved and be blessed. Bye-bye.